Welcome back to another video. So today's video is going to be actually serious. Hence the reason I have two watches on and a blazer and tie. I want to talk to you guys about how I got out of about $15,000 in credit card debt, literally by just doing one thing. A lot of people make these videos and like to stretch it on to be like 40 minutes long, and I want to get straight to the point. So what I did was, I'll give you guys a quick little backstory though. So my name is Nicholas. I own a clothing line called WayBeforeTheFame. Hats available right now. Go to WayBeforeTheFame.com. But what I did, I started my brand about 4 years ago, right? And I had about like $5,000 saved. Starting a business, if you ever started one, it costs a lot of money and you make a lot of mistakes. So that $5,000 was gone before I even made $100. So then I was like, all right, now what? Let me get a credit card. So boom, I got a credit card. My first card ever was a Discover card, and I think I had a max of $1,000. That lasted like a month. And then I got another card. I got an American Express card. And then I just kept spending money. And then when you're growing a business, a lot of it goes in research and development. So like, for example, if I want to make this basketball, let's say a sample is $100, right? And I don't like the way it came out. So boom, that's $100 wasted. So owning a clothing line is kind of like being a chef. Like I could say I made $1,000 off my last collection, but it probably cost me a good like $600 to buy all the materials, to buy all the shirts, to put my tag, to put the embroidery, to put the designs on it. You know what I mean? So without money, I can't even grow the business. So that's how really I got into a lot of debt. And then also, if you follow me on Instagram, you see I go to a lot of conventions. So let's say I go to a convention in Australia, right? And it costs me $2,000 to go, and I only make 1,000. Boom. I never looked at it as an L. That's why I kept going, and I got in such debt, which kind of put me in I would like to say, a good position right now. Because to me, those were all just business expenses. Like, yeah, I was going to Australia for $2,000, and I probably wasn't going to make it back. But now my brand has grown a little bit, even if it's 0.1% in Australia. People now know what Wait for the Fame is, and I'm okay with that. Even if I went to a convention in like Dallas, for example, I went to Dallas and I did terrible. I think it cost me like 1,000 for everything, like my table and everything, and only made like $300. So it doesn't even have to be like a crazy country. It's just hit or miss. Some conventions I spent a lot more than I got back. Some I didn't. Some only spent 500 and I got back 2,500. So it's one of those things where like you have to risk it to get the biscuit. Like you have to spend that money to get it back. Scared money don't make no money. So long story short, throughout those 5 years, I got about $15,000 in debt, and then it obviously fluctuated. Sometimes it was only 7,000, sometimes it was 10, sometimes it was 5, sometimes it was 11. But for the most part, it was always a lot of debt. And me, I had 3 credit cards. So I had Discover, American Express, and USAA. And all 3 of those cards every month with that 20% APR minimum, I think mine was like 25, were each taking turns fucking me, and they didn't even have the decency to take me out to lunch first. So with that being said, I was like, hold on, there has to be a way that I can get out of this. And it was just crippling my business, because it was just like, how am I supposed to grow when have to be scared low-key, because I can't do what I want to do. Like, I really want to buy 50 black shirts, but I think the blue would look better. And then I'm overthinking in my head, like, damn, what should I do now? Maybe I should just get 10 black and 10 blue instead of that. And then they both sell out, right? And then it's like, damn, now what? If I would have made more shirts, I would have made more money. So like, it was in the back of my mind, and it was just draining. So what I did was I took out a personal loan. So I'm not going to go crazy into like APRs and all that stuff, but I want to talk to anyone who is in deep credit card debt and they want to take out a personal loan. So with that being said, I did some research, I watched some YouTube videos, and I was like, how can I get out of this debt? Or not even get out of the debt per se, how can I at least lower my monthly payments or something? And I didn't want to call it credit cards because it's always like, I don't know, I had like a stigma of like they were going to say no and blah, blah, blah. So I was like, let me just do some research. So what I found was a debt consolidation personal loan, and that's what I took out. So I took out a $17,000 loan, but when it's a debt consolidation loan, I didn't just get, like, they didn't give me $17,000. What that is basically is, have the papers here. You have to immediately, before you can even get the money, you have to put some into your account. So I'll show it on the screen now. So before I could even take out $1, I had to put $10,200 into my American Express card. So that's how much I owed. So my American Express card was done. There was no more debt on my American Express card. And then my USAA bank card, I had to put $1,700, which that also eliminated that debt. And then you're not allowed to put, with the Discover loan, put it towards your Discover card for some reason. I guess, I don't know why. So as you see, I got $5,100 into my actual checkings account. And with that money, I think I had to put another like $3,000 into Discover. So then So then I paid that off as well. And then that is boom. So at this point, I'm officially credit card debt free. Let's not get it twisted. I still just took out a $17,000 loan. So I still am in deep debt, even more than before. But the big pros in taking out a personal loan with anyone with credit card debt and anyone starting a business, I mean, not starting a business, anyone with kind of an established business, this is the video for you. Some pros in taking out a personal loan is that the interest rate is much, much lower. My interest rate and my loan, which I'm going to get into even more right now, I took out a $17,000 loan for 48 months. So all I have to worry about is $450 every month for 48 months, which with interest is going to come out to me paying back total $21,600, which I guess for some people might be like a turnoff, because like, damn, you're going to end up having to pay $4,500 back. But the way I look at it as someone that has a business, now that I'm not like a startup, like if you're just starting, I wouldn't say take out a personal loan, because you're going to blow through that money and then you're going to end up being in deeper debt. But for me, who is kind of, I wouldn't say I'm successful in any way, shape, or form, but I kind of know what I'm doing. Like, I kind of have a nice little following, a nice little cult audience that whenever I drop something, people buy it. So for me, I personally think that I'm going to be rich and famous every other month. So I don't think that in 4 years, I'm going to have to be worrying about this loan. I feel like I can pay it off in 2 years, which will then allow me to just pay back the $17,000 and not worry about that extra $4,500 in interest. Because I don't see myself, I just don't see WayBeforeTheFame being recorded in my room 4 years from now. I just don't. But that could be me. I could be wrong, and we'll see what happens. But that was one huge pro, because it was more just like let's say you're doing music, and it was like a bonus. They're like, here's a bonus check. Let's see what you can do. And that way all my debt is cleared, and all I got to do is worry about $450. When I was paying back those 3 cards, I'm not going to lie to you, I was probably doing an average of at least $1,200 a month, because one card, my American Express card, I owed $10,000. So my minimum payment every month was like $600. And then that's just a minimum payment. So then when I do that, I'm barely scratching the surface and paying off my actual debt. And then my Discover was like $3,000, and my USA was about $2,000. So you put it together. If you have credit card debt, you know I was paying at least like $1,000 every month just to scratch the surface. It wasn't even, I wasn't putting a huge dent in my debt like if I had this loan right here. So that was just, it was exhausting. So that's one. 2 is, this could sound dumb, but it's cool to just have to pay one place, one set payment once a month. So it's not like how other credit cards on this month, the due is by the 25th, that one's due the 9th, that one's due the 13th, you know what I mean? With this, I know that every single month it would never go up for 48 months. I have to pay $450 to one place, one time. That's it. And that gives me peace of mind too, because I didn't like not knowing how much my minimum payment was with my 3 cards. Like, that was very annoying as well. Another big pro is you could pay off your debt a lot faster. If you ever look at your invoice on your credit card statement, it'll say, like, if you only do the minimum payment, it'll take you 17 years. And the interest rate is ridiculous. Go look at that right now. Pause this video and go look at your Discover or Chase or whatever thing. And go to look at your statement and see on the right side, if you did minimum payments only, how long it would take. And I bet you that number is ridiculous. So with this, I just have one place to play it, and I'm actually like, I actually have a goal. Like, it's like, okay, in 4 years I'll be debt free. Yes, I'll have to pay, for example, $45,000 of interest. That's if I don't pay it off early, which you could always do. But at least I know for a fact I will 100% be debt free, because there's nothing at least with this. I could obviously get into deeper credit card debt, but I'm not doing that. I haven't even touched my credit cards. I think I spent like $100 since I took out this loan in February. So there's that. Another pro is it was kind of easy to get the loan. I have an okay credit score, but I actually recorded this video twice already. I recorded it once in February when I was actively trying to get the loan, and I got my life shattered. Like, maybe I'll show a clip right here, but I got my life shattered. I thought that because I had good credit, I have 3 credit cards, I never miss a payment, but I applied to, not gonna lie, a good 7 places, and they all rejected me. Like, it was very depressing. I was genuinely depressed, all jokes aside, because I was like, wow, I found this great idea. It's going to get me out of debt. And then all I kept finding was places that were just trying to rip me off, honestly. Like, if you're going to get a personal loan, here's some more tips. Try to get one that doesn't have an origination fee. An origination fee basically is them taking out money prior to even getting your loan. So if someone were to give me a $20,000 loan, a lot of these places have like a $1,000 origination fee, right? So like your loan would be $19,000 before you even did anything. They're taking $1,000 fee, and to me that was just like a ripoff. Like, I'm not some high school student who just wants some money. Like, I'm 28 years old. I know what I'm doing, and I have good credit, and I have a lot of assets. Like, why are you trying to play me right now? So like that was my biggest thing where I couldn't find the right place. Luckily, Discover came through. This obviously isn't like a sponsored video, but I would say look into Discover because they definitely came through. No origination fee. There's no fee to paying off early. A lot of the places that were trying to give me loans were, if I paid off early, there's a fee. Like, why would I ever want that? So yeah, that's mostly all the pros. To me, the only cons are if you have a low credit score, it'll probably be hard to get accepted. So that blows. And then if you're not responsible, you'll use that debt money, like that, let's say that $5,000 that I got, and I would have, let's say, spent it on like Yeezys or Louis Vuitton or something, and then I start using my credit card again. So like, boom, my American Express card that I just paid $10,000 off, I'm back to spending, and I'm back to, now that card owes $5,000. Then I go to my Discover card, I spend $3,000 over there. I still have this $17,000 loan, but I'm still spending my two other cards, so now I'm like $25,000 in debt. That would be the only con, but to me that's not a con. That's like a personality trait. Like, if you're responsible and you know what you're doing, it shouldn't be that hard. Like, I don't even carry my credit cards with me because I don't even want to do that. Most of the time I just use cash, and I'm really being extra frugal now because I want to get this loan done with. But I think that's my whole video. So hopefully I did a good job explaining this. I didn't want the video to be too long. I didn't want it to be one of those videos where the title says how I paid off my $15,000 in debt, and then it's like the last 2 minutes of the video is how they did it. So let's make this a quick little recap. So I was $15,000 in debt because I tried to go WayBeforeTheFame, and it worked, but obviously not as good. So I took out a personal loan. The type of loan I took was a debt consolidation loan. Debt consolidation loan is a loan where they give you $17,000, for example, but I had to immediately put $12,000 into my debt. So I guess they know that I'm serious and I actually have real debt. And then you get that $5,000 to do whatever you want. So that $5,000 for me, because I obviously could have took out a $12,000 loan and been debt free, but I knew, like I said, it was kind of like a bonus check. It was like, cool, we're gonna give you this $5,000 and you get to put into WayBeforeTheFame. I put $3,000 into my card, but I still had $2,000 to play with. That's why if you see in my last couple collections, I'm giving away freaking free Purell with this. This is $150. I bought this on eBay, but you know I got the extra money now, so I can give this away for free. The collection 2 months ago, I gave away the free Zimbabwe dollars. As you see, like, my clothes are getting better. The cool earth tees, like, they're 5 colors. That's really dope. This hat is clearly expensive to put this huge embroidery on a hat. And as you saw, my prices haven't changed. This hat is only $35. I have bags for $10. I have t-shirts for $30. I'm always running sales. So that money honestly was just like a bonus check. That's how I looked at it. I did spend the $2,000, but I made sure I took all of my debt first. So back to loans. So get a debt consolidation loan. Try to find one with no origination fee. You don't want that stupid fee for no reason. Try to find one with no fees for paying it back early, because you never know what could happen. Especially if you're like me, you're trying to grow a business. I don't want Drake to wear my shirt tomorrow and then I sell $20,000 in merch. And then I'm trying to pay off this loan. And it's like, oh, nah, we got to charge you $5,000 extra for paying it off early. So you don't want that. And just do some research, do some homework, watch some other YouTube videos like this, and I think it's a really good idea, though, personally. For me, it's made my life a lot better, a lot less stressful. I'm way more comfortable making purchases, because before it was, like I said, I would have to be on some, like, walking on a thin rope, like, I really want to do this, but I got this loan, how much money I have to pay back. Now, boom. $450 a month, I'm straight. That's the only thing I need to worry about. All my credit cards are done. In a way, I honestly feel debt-free, which might sound dumb because I'm still $70,000 in debt. But that thing is just, to me, it's just so irrelevant. Like, I don't know. This is me rambling. This is me rambling at this point. But under no circumstance am I going to be watching this video 4 years from now and being like, wow, I just finished paying off this loan. I can't believe I'm still in the same position. I just can't. But thank you for watching. Leave a like on this video. Hopefully it helped you. If it didn't, leave a comment. Let me know if I missed anything. Like I said, I'm not a financial expert, but I do think this video will help some people, especially if you have a brand and it's kind of somewhat established and you feel like you need more capital to grow, but you don't know what to do. Maybe you're not even in debt, so just take out a regular personal loan. You'll be lucky. For me, though, I was clearly in deep debt, but it's got me to the other side. And my last 3 collections since getting the loan, I'm not going to lie, I've made way more money, and there's no way I would have been able to take that gamble. I know I wouldn't have took that gamble if I still was in $16,000 in debt. Like, I know there's no way because I bought a lot of stuff, and there's a lot of stuff that still L's. We'll see what happens. More videos coming soon. I'm dropping this video today. Today's Monday. Happy 420. Blaze it up. Peace.